for the things in column 3 in just the same way as cures have been found for the things in column 1. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's easy to see that it's ridiculous if you just go back to my little diagram. What we're saying here is that geriatric medicine is all about directly tackling these pathologies, as if they could be eliminated from the body. Well, hello, they are side effects of being alive. You're not going to eliminate a side effect of being alive without eliminating being alive, which would rather defeat the object. So let's kind of not do that. Let's think of something better. But unfortunately, the overwhelming majority, the vast majority of money and time that is spent, whether it's in research or whether it's in medical practice, trying to actually postpone the pathologies of old age, is spent in this utterly pointless way. So that is my first little rant. Now, I'm not the first person to point this out. In fact, it's been more than 100 years since people started realizing that this was a complete joke and that something else needed to be done. And what they did was they invented this field called gerontology. Now, gerontology is ultimately based on one fundamental concept, one fundamental observation, namely that aging doesn't go at the same rate in different organisms. Between species, there's a huge difference in the rate at which damage accumulates. We just heard from Evgeny that lobsters, for example, are as good as immortal, and we can come back to why they do so well if you're interested later on. But even within a species, there's a certain amount of difference between how one individual ages and how another one does. So you might think, and indeed these people, starting as I say a long time ago now, have thought that if we could study this phenomenon, this variation, really, really hard, and really get a good understanding of what was going on, then we might be able to translate that understanding into some kind of actual intervention. And it sounds like a great idea, doesn't it? But it isn't. The first reason why it's not a good idea is that in order to actually gain something in this way, you have to apply such therapies that, if you like, clean up metabolism. You have to apply them throughout life. And you know what? People don't like taking medicines throughout life when they're still healthy, especially if those medicines are experimental. You know, and if you don't start early, then you're not going to gain very much. Supposing, you know, taking arbitrary units, supposing you need 100 units of damage to cause pathology, and you don't start taking the therapies until you've already got 90 units, you can see you're not going to gain very much. That's one reason. But actually there's a fundamental and much more profound reason why the